Have any of you guys seen this? So this guy right here, this is Brendan Kavanagh. He is a piano player. And what he likes to do is he likes to go in public and play piano with people. And so people will be walking by and they'll be playing piano and people will be like, oh, joyous piano in the public, haha. And then they'll go on after they've enjoyed and they'll upload a lot of their reactions or, you know, people coming by and playing piano with him on the internet. And he likes to do it in public. He likes to entertain people. He's very clearly an entertainer. He also, I think, kind of likes a little bit of the attention. But hey, I'm a streamer on the internet. I have no room to speak. Anyway, he was playing piano in the UK recently at a mall when some people came by that were working for a Chinese news channel and were carrying Chinese flags, and then were demanding that he delete all the footage that they were on.
Has donated $10. Just learned about the Twitch bull crap. Why doesn't it happen to those, Hassan, who deserve it, Hassan?
I don't want Hassan to be banned. I just want streamers to have, I just want Twitch to have better communication with streamers when it comes to how these policies are enforced, and like whether or not, you know, the bigger streamers can just fucking get away with it. Like, it's fine if nobody gets enforced, but it's fucked when like people get selective enforcement is way too confusing. Anyway, some people walked by who were working for a Chinese news channel and they were holding Chinese flags, and as they were walking by, of course, they were caught on the footage. But seeing as this is a public space, it shouldn't be of any complaint to them. They're in a public space. They should expect to be seen, and it is completely legal to film others in a public space. That is both true of American law, and I checked, it is also true of British law. It's freedom of the press, freedom, you get the idea. It's public space, you can film whatever. The government cannot tell you to stop. This is why you can film a cop while he's performing a police stop, or he's he's trying to arrest you. You're allowed to film that, even if the cop doesn't like it, it doesn't matter. You're allowed to film that. And so these types of laws around being able to film in the public space, I think, are very valuable, both for reporters and both for citizens who want to hold the government to account. Anyway, he's not that should matter here. He's just doing it because he wants to play piano in public. Anyway, they didn't like it because they had a clause in some contract that they could only do stuff with this one news company, and so they couldn't appear in other forms of media. And so by them walking by and seeing that he's live streaming, they're like, oh, this could hurt our contract. So instead of just keep walking so they're less on camera, they confront him and demand that they delete their footage. But the problem is, this is a live stream. Their footage has already been displayed to everyone, but their demands only get more aggressive. And so he starts asking questions, and it then spirals, and it's a very strange interaction. Let's watch this. And this story became so big that he went on Talk TV on it. And some talk shows I don't really like in the UK. I think, honestly, it's kind of garbage shows, but he did go on them, and it shows that it's getting a lot of attention over in the UK. So I wanted to check it out.
Yeah, no, can the Chinese chappies have a go?
Oh yeah, of course, we've got the Chinese here.
Do you need to, I see, because we're here film for Chinese TV as well.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, did you film us, all of us, in your cameras?
I don't know, are we allowed?
No.
We're not allowed.
Yeah, so
We're not allowed?
You're not allowed because we're for Chinese TV.
Oh, okay.
This is non-disclosable.
It's not disco?
Yeah, not disclosable.
It's no disco?
It's not disclosable.
It's not disclosable?
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So did you film the part that we're in?
So will we get in trouble with the Chinese government?
Maybe not, I don't know. But you said you're from Japanese.
No, they'll put you in prison, mate.
So just say that according to the Chinese law, we're not allowed to film you, is that right?
So basically, we will much appreciate it when you are, whatever you're doing, that you don't put our face on TV.
Yes.
Okay, so what will happen if...
Okay, so, you know, I would say from the perspective of these Chinese fellows, again, it would have been smarter just to walk by. Like, nobody would have noticed. It wouldn't have been a story. Nobody would have known, and their bosses wouldn't have known. Nobody would have known if they just kept walking. And like, what could their bosses ask? How dare you walk in the background of a live stream that you didn't know was going in a public mall, in a public, like what? They could have just kept going. But now that they've confronted them about it, right? They, you know, again, it's not a thing that he has to delete it. Under no British law does he have to. So if he wanted to, all they should do is ask, like, hey, what type of media is this for? Oh, well, if you upload this in the future, could you keep us out of it? We're very private. We have to be private for some contract stuff. And then if he says no or yes, then you react to it as you do and you move on. That's all you can do. Anything besides that is excessive. But again, they shouldn't be doing it in the first place. They're bringing more attention to themselves. Doesn't make any sense.
Just don't do it, please. I will really appreciate that. Okay. We just very sensitive about this issue. I'm really sorry, but we love your music. We want to stay here for a lot longer.
I mean, the only thing is, it's just like there's other people filming as well.
And that's absolutely fine. That's the other people's business. They can make their own decisions.
So,
that's absolutely
so
fine.
how come Sarah? The only issue
it's just not us, please. Just not us.
No, but what I'm saying is there's other people filming you as well.
Oh no! It's just make sure that we are very secure in the reason that we don't want our voice or picture being filmed. And
man, they really, oh God, they really messed up. We don't want to be filmed. We don't want to be on the internet. They really, well, yeah, they didn't really succeed in that goal, did they? No, they did not. Oh my goodness. Again, it just makes no sense.
Then, yeah, that's just the relationship between you and me, you and us, basically.
What relationship?
Just now, we are very, so I'm gonna repeat that. Yeah. All of us, we cannot share our images online.
Right.
Yeah, there's no reason. That's our choice. That's our right.
Oh, so it's not a legal thing?
It is a legal thing because this is our right. We're protecting, and we don't want our voice or images.
Okay, let's be clear. You do not have a right not to be filmed in public. This has nothing to do with rights of anyone. Okay? If anything, it would have to do with his right to be able to film in a public space.
Review online. I'm really appreciating it. This is not your fault, obviously.
Like, you can make it an issue of like, hey, I want my life to be private. You can say that, but it's not his job to help you enforce your contract.
It's not our fault, obviously. That we have our own agreement with other people that we cannot be shown online.
Okay.
Yeah, so sorry about that.
So who's allowed to record you then?
Just making sure you're not recording us, yeah? Because if you are recording us, that when we are saying this, you're still recording, and then we will put a legal action into it.
Oh, okay.
We will put legal act. Oh my gosh, they're gonna get the lawyers involved. They're gonna sue him. They're gonna sue him for filming in a public space. Again, what was the game plan here? What was the strategy? Just come in and intimidate the piano player with lawsuits so you don't end up on as 3 seconds in the background walking in a live stream? These sound like people who are not used to not getting their way. That's what it sounds like to me. These sound like people who are not used to getting their way.
Yeah, we will put a legal action into it.
For what?
We will. I'm
action
sorry, this is the end of the conversation. This is our right we're protecting, and that's...
Damn, he is rude.
What?
We will. I'm sorry, this is the end of the conversation.
How are you gonna threaten him with legal action and act like such a prick? After you approached him, and you would have to convince him to delete it of his own heart, because he doesn't have to.
This is all right.
If he wants to, he can release a hot new single called CCP, Leave Me Alone in the Mall, and have you be your face from this footage as the single cover. He could do that. If he wanted to, it's all within his rights. It is your job to convince him that he shouldn't use your footage from his perspective. Again, could have just walked by, and all you're doing is acting like a prick.
We're protecting, and that's it.
But what right? I don't understand.
Image right.
Image right?
Yeah, we're not sharing this image right.
Are you from China?
That's not a question. The only thing we are arguing is that we are protecting our own image right. You're not sharing.
But we're in public.
Yeah, exactly. No sharing.
So we're not allowed to share?
No sharing. Yes, no sharing. Us.
We're not allowed to.
Yourself, that's fine.
I just, what's the plan here? What's the plan?
Okay.
No sharing.
Please share me.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah. So,
and if one day,
the thing is, we're in a free...
I'm really sorry, we're on a schedule here.
So, me too, but we're in a free country, mate.
That's true.
We're
not
in a communist China now, you know.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is racist now. We have.
No,
it's it's racist now. Oh my God, it's racism. Okay, look, I I have no clue exactly as to why these guys are so rude. I have no reason. I have no idea why these guys decided to pick a fight with a beloved local piano player in order to avoid getting bad press. Really, again, the worst strategy in the world. I think this guy right now, the guy they're talking to, the piano player, I'm not in his head, but I assume that he's looking at the situation. He sees them just holding these like Chinese flags in front of them. He's come here like, hey, we've got this contract. You're not allowed to film us. You're not allowed to film us. It's almost, from his perspective, it's almost as if somebody just like took a Chinese bureaucrat, dropped him in front of him and said, no filming me in public space in your country when you're allowed to. It sounds like these guys just came overseas into a country they don't live in and then started dictating the law to locals. Now, whether or not they're associated with the Communist Party, I have no clue. Who cares, right? On a base level, it doesn't matter if they're Chinese. It doesn't matter if they're Indian. It doesn't matter if they're American. If you go to another person's country and then start dictating the laws to them, if you want to go there and say, I don't think the law where you throw this person off of a bridge for stealing like coconuts is a good idea. If you want to go to a country and argue that the laws are bad or whatever, that's your prerogative. You can do that, but you cannot go to other countries and dictate to locals while you're interrupting them doing their work. And that's this guy's where his job is to play piano. He's a professional piano player, interrupting them, telling them what they can and can't film according to their laws from their country or from what they want the laws to be. You're a guest here. You're a guest in the country. You're a guest in the United Kingdom. You do not have the ability to dictate laws and regulations to people who live in countries that lean closer to freedom of expression, freedom of the press, and being able to have the right to do what he's doing. I don't know what it's like in China when it comes to like public filming or anything like that. But what I do know is that in the United Kingdom and in the United States, you cannot stop somebody from filming in public if they want to. And you should not be dictating to a local his own laws. It's very rude. It's offensive. It's disregarding the local customs. When in Rome, do as the Romans do, you know? Look, I'm not saying that all these people involved in this are being like a prick. It's mostly this one guy here. And I also don't see the racism angle. I don't see the racism angle here at all. He did ask, like, he did say this isn't China anymore, but I don't think he's saying that because he's like, oh, you Chinese people are so with your evil backwards, like Chinese way. It sounds more to me like, hey, over there, they do it that way. We do it this way here. That's what it came off to me. I can't read his mind. I don't know. Okay, I don't know if this Chinese man saw like the little strain of a little evil racist goblin on our shoulder whispering in his ear. I don't know what he saw, what he heard, but I mean, I don't know what reception you think you're going to get if you go to another country and try to dictate their laws to them.
In communist China, we're in a free country. We're in a free country, mate. We can film where we want. You can call the police if you want. I'll be quite happy to call the police, you know. But listen, we're all free here, mate.
This is free, but we don't want
when
to
you're
share
in Rome,
images.
you do as the Romans do. Sorry.
Ah, there it is.
You're Roman?
Yeah, it's a saying.
Sorry. Sorry. Oh.
Hi, dude. I'm in the same boat as him, man. I love old-timey sayings, man. I love a good old when it rains, it pours, you know, dadisms. I like a good old dadism. Hey, Dense Pixel, thank you so much for the 5 gifted tier 1s. To Non-Square, DD the Shimey, Alpha Null, the Ronicon, and Drew Boots. Who's Drew? Do Boots. I like Do Boots. That's a fun name. Thank you for the 5 tier 1s. A lot of good support today from the community. And we've been streaming for over 2 hours now, so I should probably chill. Hey, we're demonetized on YouTube. We're banned on Twitch. They're trying to push our movement. We're not a movement. Trying to push our channel underground. If you want to support us, keep us afloat as we're getting attacked from all angles. You can donate at DylanBurns.tv or support us at DylanBurnsTV on Patreon.
Wait,
Also, if any of you guys want to meet me, I'm going to be in Cincinnati, Ohio on the 10th and 11th of February, taking part in a canvassing effort. You can put !PV in chat to sign up with Progressive Victory if you want to help us sign up. And we do have a form that I'm going to be posting on Twitter tomorrow, and I'm going to be spreading around social media where you can go sign up.
do it. Yeah,
You
sorry.
don't want to do what?
Yeah,
To share our image.
To share our image
Well, then you've got to
online.
walk. You've got to walk away then, because it's a public space.
Yeah, definitely. So I tell you, I just tell my choice. Yeah, we don't want to show our image.
Okay, well, you've got to walk away then.
So yeah. Then, but we want to use this piano. This is a public one.
Yes.
It's a public
It's public,
one.
but
We can use it as well. Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, and anyone can film because in the UK it's a free country,
That's
and anyone
but
can
we
film.
have image right. We have
Not in
image.
public. In China, but we're not in China.
No, I have my choice. I don't
No,
want
but
my.
we are in Britain, Great Britain. We're not in China.
I say I'm also British. I'm also British. Okay.
thought
I'm
you
also
said you-
British. I'm also British, but I don't want
She
to
could be British Chinese.
use my image.
You've got a Chinese flag
It
there.
doesn't matter.
Show me the Chinese
I
flag.
don't think that what flag she holds dictates if she's British Chinese or not. She can both be proud of China and then proud of the UK if she wanted to. If she was, though, I would assume she would know these laws.
Why you're touching her? Stop touching her! Don't touch her, please.
touch the
Do
flag.
not touch her. Please, you are not the same age. Please do not touch her. Don't touch her.
Dog. What's with this guy? This dude, there's something wrong in his head. I don't know if this guy is like, there's something up there. I don't know, man. This guy's ready to snap. This guy is ready to snap. I don't know what's up with this guy. That dude is, something's wrong. I don't know, man. He woke up on a wrong time. Let me hear that again. So what, to be clear, what he's doing is he's talking about like, wait, I thought you were Chinese. So you're British? Why do you have the Chinese flag? And he like points, he like touches the tip of the flag. He's like, why do you got this flag? And that's why he had the reaction. Cause that, I don't know. I don't think it deserved that reaction. Be like, hey, please. But he just touched the flag.
Why you're touching her? Stop touching her!
Clear, by the way, you can see
Chinese flag
It
there.
doesn't matter.
Show me the Chinese flag.
she's waving the flag around. So it's probably, look, I can't see under there, but if I was to guess, I'd imagine the flag like touched his wrist or something because she's waving it around. Doc, who knows? But dude, whatever happened, he didn't like grab her by the neck or something.
Why you're touching her? Stop touching her! Don't touch her, please. Do not touch her. Please, you are not the same age. Please do not touch her.
What does that mean? You're not the same age. This guy, look, this guy is not a spring chicken, okay? I don't mean to be mean to Mr. Piano Man, but this guy is clearly in his 40s or 50s at the very least, right? I don't know his exact age, but his hair's gray. He's not in his 20s, okay? He's not like a physically intimidating man. He's a piano player. And he's a piano player, like a 50-year-old piano player. Those are not known as the most intimidating figures in the world, okay? He's not a bodybuilder. He's not a boxer. He's not some street rough. He's a fucking piano player. Well, he's not that scary, man.
Don't touch her. Please don't touch her. Please don't. Yeah, don't touch her. Don't touch her.
I think
What's the problem? What's the problem? Don't shoot.
Now, okay, so at this point,
You are not the same age. Please.
the rumor is, and we don't know for sure, but listen carefully to the conversation that the woman tries to have with this guy who just yelled at him. He was very angry.
Do not touch her. Don't touch her. Please don't touch her. Please don't.
shoot.
Yeah, don't touch her. Don't touch
I
her.
think
What's the
it's better.
problem? What's the problem? Don't shoot him.
Don't shoot him. Don't shoot him. Don't shoot him.
Please don't touch her. Please don't touch her.
Let's just see if you.
What does that mean? Let me hear that again.
Do not touch her. Please, you are not the same age. Please do not touch her. Don't touch her. Please don't touch her. Please don't.
shoot.
Yeah, don't touch her. Don't touch her.
Now, this guy says the don't shoot him has been interpreted by some people to mean the guy could have had a gun. I hear it, and I couldn't also interpret it as like, don't film him, because shoot also could mean film. But people are speculating about it. I don't know which way it is. I mean, it's not impossible that this guy could have like be a bodyguard of some sort. Like, I mean, he is pretty aggressive. So it wouldn't be that crazy to think if you can get this aggressive in a foreign country, you have to have something underlying that confidence, or you're an idiot, right? I'm leaning towards idiot. But I mean, it's not impossible, but again, it could just mean film. So I think it's just speculation.
What's the problem? What's the problem? Don't shoot him. Don't shoot him.
Please don't touch her. Please don't touch her. Please don't touch her.
Yeah, listen,
No,
mate,
we
listen.
love your art, we love your
No, you don't.
music,
You just
but we are
shouted at
trying
me.
to have because
You
you're
need to-
touching my friend.
I
Are
touched
you
her.
allowing her to touch you?
I touched the flag.
No.
I touched the flag.
Doesn't
mate.
matter. You are
And
approaching
also
her with
you're
your hand.
You're getting a bit aggressive. You are.
No.
I think we better leave this.
Listen, mate. Yeah, you bet.
I'm sorry, you
I
can't
want-
touch her.
Well,
Please
you
don't touch
can't
her.
touch me.
Please don't touch her. Please don't touch her.
Oh, do you wanna
Please
say-
don't reach your hand. Please say sorry to her.
Well, I want you to
Please
say.
say sorry.
Like, he's coming with so many demands and Jesus Christ. He came over to the UK, found a local piano player, picked a fight with him over the laws he doesn't understand, and then the guy's hand touches her flag. He flips out, almost has a schizophrenic episode, and is now asking for an apology.
Command got a tier 1 subscription.
Oh my God. How rude can you be? You guys remember that the Chinese government had to like put out an order to like Chinese tourists to stop like acting like assholes overseas and doing crazy stuff, because there's like, you know, there's obviously different societies have different societal norms, and you know, not everybody knows societal norms overseas, and there were a lot of kind of semi-high profile incidents where Chinese tourists did some pretty offensive things overseas, either in restaurants or at like tourist attractions. And I remember them. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Cryptic Command, thank you so much for the tier 1. Chinese government tells tourists. I remember they said to represent China better. Yeah, here it goes. Yeah, China instructs its citizens on how to behave abroad. Spitting, littering, cutting in lines, defacing historic treasures. These are some of the behaviors the Chinese government is hoping to eradicate with a set of official conventions to be followed by Chinese citizens when traveling. The guidelines were posted Tuesday on the Chinese government's website. According to the state news agency, the regulations also prohibit climbing on or touching ancient relics or carving into them. Being a tourist, a civilized tourist, is the obligation of each citizen, according to the government post. The call for civilized conduct comes in the wake of a firestorm of anger and outrage, at least in Egypt and China and around the world this week, when a 15-year-old Chinese tourist carved his name in Chinese characters into a 3,500-year-old stone at Egypt's Luxor temple. Yeah, this has been an issue that China's been trying to deal with for a while. Obviously, this is a very different version of that issue, but I mean, do as the Romans do.
Sorry to her.
No, we're not in China, mate.
That's fine. We're not talking about race. This is not a racist issue. Please don't
just
call
want
us
to
we're not in
celebrate
China.
New
This is
Year.
the moment that you're trying to reach her hand, touch her without her permission.
I don't want to touch her at all.
That's good. Stay away. Don't touch her.
Well,
don't
away,
touch
and
her.
away
Stay
you
away.
go. We're in a
Stay
free
away.
country now, mate.
Stay away.
You're
Don't
not
touch her.
obviously
Don't
used to
touch her.
democracy.
Do not touch her. Do not touch her.
I'm not touching
Do not
anyone.
touch her. Do not touch her.
I don't know why
Do
you
not
get-
You're
touch her.
obviously not used to democracy. Now he's trying to poke him. But I mean, at this point, he's probably pissed. I mean, this guy comes over, makes demands of the piano player, then starts demanding apologies after all of this nonsense. Yeah, he's probably not too happy. I have no clue if they're used to democracy. I don't know. I think they're just throwing insults at this point.
Do not touch her.
Do you want to keep saying
Do not
that?
touch her. Do not touch her. Are you miming me? Are you miming me?
Yeah, I am, yeah.
You're miming me.
I am, yeah.
You're miming me.
Yeah, I
You're
am.
miming me.
I am, yeah. What are you going to do about it?
Okay, piano player has given up. The piano player has finally tapped out. He's done. He's not entertaining this shit anymore. The guy said, "Are you mocking me?" And he said, "Yes, I am. What are you gonna do about it?" Okay. So I hate just repeating it back, but this is deeply entertaining to me now. At first I was somewhat frustrated, but now I'm just kind of baffled by the series of events.
Touch her. Do not touch her.
I'm not touching
Do not
anyone.
touch her. Do not touch her.
I don't know why
Do
you
not
get-
touch her. Do not touch her.
Do you want to keep saying
Do not
that?
touch her. Do not touch her. Are you
not
miming me? Are you miming me?
Yeah, I am, yeah.
You're miming me.
I am, yeah.
You're miming me.
Yeah, I
You're
am.
miming me.
I am, yeah. What are you going to do about it?
Wait for it.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it.
What's her name?
Wait for it.
What's my name?
Wait for what does that mean? What does that mean? What does wait for it mean? Don't come to school tomorrow, piano player.
Yeah.
What's your name?
What's her name? Are you trying to answer or not? Do you want to answer? If you don't want to answer, that's your right.
What's
You
your
don't need
name?
to answer.
Oh, is it
You
my
don't need
right? Are you
answer.
going to tell me my rights?
No, I'm not telling you anything. I just want you to not reach your hand to my friend and
And
don't
I
touch
don't want
your
you to
friend.
shout, mate.
No,
I'm
that's
shouting.
fine. If you don't reach your hand, that's fine.
I'm not. Are you going to apologise? Are you in the Communist Party or something?
Stop judging. Stop judging. Why are you calling us communists? Why?
You got a communist flag.
We got the flag of any country. Why are you discriminating a different country? Why are you discriminating?
Dude, I'm sorry. You can't look. It's not like at first it seemed like he was kind of happy to see those people coming over, the people from China coming over to the piano. I don't think he was angry that you're Chinese. He's angry that you're dictating to him what you can and can't film in a country that apparently you don't know the laws in. But like, I don't like this. I don't like the well, you're communist because you've got that communist flag. The thing is, whether or not that I have no clue if these people are communists or they believe that Mao was right. I have no idea, right? And I don't even know if it's my business. But I think that somebody can fly a flag like the Chinese flag, and by flying it, not necessarily say they abide by all the principles of the Chinese Communist Party. Someone could simply be flying the flag because they're proud to be Chinese and they see that as something that represents the Chinese people. Just like somebody who flies an American flag wouldn't necessarily be like, yes, I agree with America did here, America did there, or I agree with, yeah, somebody could fly an American flag and not even agree with all American values. I'm just saying that flags represent different things to different people, and I have no clue if these guys are like diehard communists or not. I have no idea.
Discriminating a different country.
Why are you getting excited?
Because you're
getting your knickers
discriminating
in
another country.
How am I discriminating?
Yeah, you're saying we're communists, we're holding a flag.
Yeah, because you got a communist
And
flag.
they all have red scarves. I don't know if the red scarf has to do with any. I have no idea. Is red scarves like a thing? I have no idea.
In your hand.
Oh my God.
Is that not? Is that?
Please educate yourself, all right?
that's
Please
not a
educate yourself.
So that's not a communist
A
flag.
country is different from the political agenda. That's not the same
Is that
matter.
a communist flag?
That's
yes
not
or
the
no?
same. That's
So
not
it's
the same
not.
thing.
We've completely separated from the original topic to debate if the Chinese flag is communist.
Yeah, because this is a reason that he's being racist and calling us communists and all that thing, and he was trying to reach.
See, I don't know what they expect. See, eventually, right, if you start harassing the local piano player long enough, the other locals who know the local piano player are going to walk by and be like, oh, do I choose the side of the person harassing the local piano player or the person who has been filling my community with joy for the last 5 years? I wonder what we're going to do. Of course, what did you expect? Don't pick fights with the local icons. Could you imagine I like go over to like the Netherlands and I find like a mall Santa somewhere or something? I go somewhere, find the local like icon or one of the, oh look, it's the local banjo player in Mississippi, and I just start picking a fight with him. What do you think's gonna happen? You're not gonna get the appreciation of the locals.
That he was trying to reach his hand to my friend. We can't protect ourselves. We have to protect ourselves. We need him to apologize for my friend.
Did you hear what the piano guy said? He said, one dude, let's diffuse it. Nah, man, I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun now. He's tapped out of treating this seriously.
It's a great TV.
Why? So he's done something wrong and I can't.
No. We have rights. We don't want to camera us. Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
Hey, look at that. The woman, by the way, because I don't want to ball all these people up with this one the most of this is just this one really rude guy, right? I want him to get like all the negative press, to be fair. The rest of them are less. The woman next to them is saying they live in a free country. Let's not antagonize them. Look, see, the rest of them want to de-escalate because they see now the locals are coming involved. The locals also have his interpretation of the law.
Has donated $5.
Oh boy.
Keep up the good work.
Thank
Love
you.
ya.
I appreciate it. This is just a fascinating human interaction. Man, I understand sociologists and why they do what they do now. This is fascinating. Thanks for the $5.
Leave him alone. Go and leave him alone.
We can use it. Why not? It's our choice.
No, but she's saying we're
it's
not
our
allowed
right.
to.
It's our right.
He was here already. Get that camera out my face. Look.
No, it's all right. We just
Now, that guy later would apologize because he thought the guy filming was with these Chinese TV people. He didn't know he was with this guy. I've done a little research before this.
So the original issue is that we were appreciating the music, and they were filming us, and we're nicely coming here saying, please don't film us, don't use the image. That's all we're trying to say. That's all we're trying to say.
It's such a shame because you were playing the best pianist.
I know.
Yeah, we love the music too.
Well,
We love the music, definitely. But we don't want to.
anyway, look, all I said was you've got a communist flag. You're telling me what to do. We're in Britain now.
We are not telling you to do. We
Yes, you
say
did.
we please
And
don't
you
use our images.
You asked me to apologise.
Yes, because she was.
It couldn't get more on the nose though with the flags. I gotta say, it couldn't get. It is a little on the nose. Like I couldn't imagine. Could you imagine? I'm like, I don't know. I'm out. I'm like eating a bagel at some store, and a bunch of British people come up with British flags, and they're like, "You're not allowed to eat a bagel like that. Eat a bagel differently. Eat a bagel my way." And at a certain point, it's. We fight a war over this? Get out of here. You know? It's so on the nose.
Trying to touch my friend.
Yeah, we just want to celebrate New Year. It's our choice. It's our right.
If I'm reaching my hand
Oh, they're celebrating Chinese New Year. That makes sense.
to your friend, if I'm reaching my hand to your friend,
No, you're my right.
I'm trying to touch your friend. Will you allow it to happen?
He doesn't look like he's very aggressive.
Really? Is that the story now? Would you allow someone to touch your friend? That's his interpretation. This is why everything's filmed. This is why everything needs to be filmed. Because that's how he's trying to tell the locals all this happened. That his piano guy just like ran up to one of his friends and just like grabbed him by the neck or something. Not that she was waving around a flag and it hit his wrist. This is why you film. This is why you put everything on film.
Do you think I'm trying to touch your friend?
Come on, look at his start. Does he look very aggressive?
Listen, don't like it. Fuck off.
You cannot say like this way. You cannot say like this way. You cannot say like this way. Who are you? Who are you? Why you say like this way? Who are you? Who are you?
So basically, they were filming, and I was saying.
Here are the cops.
I know, but we were walking.
Oh, and right there it is over. Everything past this is just icing on the cake. I don't know if you guys heard what the cop said. It was very light, but immediately when the cop comes over, the man is right on it. He wants to make sure that they hear his story first so he can get an advantage. Tells them like, hey, he was filming us, we're not happy about it. And the first thing out of the cop's mouth, you're in a public place. Over, tap out. It's over. It's done. It's done. Everything past this is like literally icing on the cake. Everything past this is donezo. Now we just relax and we just watch it set in.
Who are you?
So basically, they were filming, and I was saying, we're nicely approaching.
By the way, let's make this a little bit of a teaching moment. For the love of God, if you guys ever travel overseas, abide by the local laws, abide by the local customs. Some of them you might not like. You can advocate for them to be changed, maybe in a country where the free speech laws are more free, depending on where you are, or try to talk to locals about it. You can do that if you want. But at the end of the day, when you're in Rome, you do as the Romans do. You made the conscious decision to go to that country. The people there have to live in there forever. You're a guest, then they have welcomed you into the country. You got to treat it with respect and treat locals with respect. I couldn't imagine me going over to Ukraine and I'm like, and I go in public, right? And I just start like, let's say I just start blasting pot. I'm like, I just want to get fucked up on the street and cops come over and arrest me. And then I start complaining like, oh, man, I can't believe this. Like, yeah, it might be messed up that I get arrested for marijuana. I think it's dumb for anybody to get arrested for marijuana, but I'm in Rome. I do as the Romans do. If this is the law of the land, I should abide by it. I should go by it. Now, that's not to say that necessarily, by the way, that's not to say I'm saying that if I would get arrested, I necessarily deserve it. That's just me saying that I can't really complain too much about it. If I go to a foreign country and start doing drugs, you signed up to this, you know? Point is, go to another country, do as the Romans do, respect the locals as you travel, and be a good representative of your country.
Is that right? I know, but we were walking around with saying, if they're filming,
if we're having a police matter, you need to put that phone down.
No, we're public because I'm going to call this.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I've got my video on.
It's all right,
yeah, you're not live streaming this on your channel though.
Your face will be on that video.
I think it's a free speech, actually. Right, there we go. So we've got a few people from China telling us that we're not allowed to film. Listen.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, I got a message from Pumpkin in site chat. I don't know if this is like a joke or not, but I will assume it's not. I'm on the Chinese kid side. They are, I think, rude. It's censored. I can't read it about it, but they were wrong. It was wrong to not delete the footage after they asked politely. I don't care if it's not illegal. It's still a gross violation of privacy. It's not a matter of culture or freedom of speech. It's basic human decency. It's not a matter of privacy. It's not. I disagree. I think this is cope. Firstly, he's not jumping in their face like, whoa, 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 whoa. He is sitting on the piano, playing it, and they walk by in public. When you're in public and you're walking around in public, you should be expected to be seen. And it's not just his camera that's filming you. It's security cameras. It's people taking photos. It's all sorts of cameras that are taking your image. If you just have a problem with this, wait until you find out how many cameras there actually are in a fucking mall. You don't have a right to privacy in public. And they certainly don't have a right to demand that he stop his live stream and start deleting stuff when it's already been broadcasted. If you want to be in a public sphere, you should be expected to be seen and possibly recorded. It would be a violation of privacy if he went into their private residence and into their private life. You don't have privacy in public. That's why it's called the public and not the private. Anyway, continuing.
What annoyed me more was like, let's all celebrate the end of that piece before we could even clap for you.
Get it? Oh, sorry, I didn't know.
Just for fucking evidence.
Sorry, I didn't mean. I thought you was there.
That's my mate Ramin.
Sorry,
no,
sorry.
She's recording it for evidence. Listen,
I thought to get a camera out of my face.
No, she's not on day, face day. They've fucking got the police over here.
Oh yeah, well that's no way to get rid of them.
You do enjoy a scrap, don't you?
Listen, so we got the police over here. We got the Chinese Communist Party.
By the way, let me just say, this guy was working at a negative, me going into this. This guy's British. I'd always choose anyone else over the British. But they were just rude enough that I have to root for him now.
Told us not to film, and that's basically what it is. And the guy started shouting. So anyway, they got the police here. Actually, the police said, is anyone actually watching this?
Yeah, they've got 788 people.
Yeah, so hold on, we got the police here. We've got the Chinese Communist Party and
the Chinese Communist Party.
Let's see what's going on. I think this is.
I have no idea if it has anything to do with the Chinese Communist Party.
They'll do anything to make a program.
No, they came over. They came over, Jim. They came over and said, you're not allowed to film us. We're in a public space, in a public piano, and they said, you're not allowed to film. And they were waving Communist Party flags. And I said, oh, that's a communist flag. And they said, oh, that's racist. So what can you do? And then we've got the police here. We've got Kerry and them, and they're filming our whatever. So stay there. We'll see what happens. You're coming to the live drama at the piano. This is Dr. K versus the Communist Party, and let's see what's going on. Dear oh dear. So basically, I think they're being told that in England you're allowed to film in public, right? That we're not in China, you're allowed to film in public, and they're basically getting their knickers in a twist because we filmed them at the public piano. Basically, that's what's going on. And now we've got the police, and they've all got their communist flags waving it. So there we go. Let's just go over and see what's going on. Let's just have a look. They'll probably start shouting.
Listen.
Yeah.
Come and talk to me.
I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you, Kerry. I'll talk to you, Kerry.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
yes. Don't worry. The British police. Never has there been a more respected institution. Let's see what the representative has to say today.
No, this is not to go on your channel, my love. This is me talking to you.
Well, listen, Kerry, we're in a public space.
Listen, let me just have a conversation without with this doing in my face. Please.
Kerry, if you're recording
Listen.
By the way, there's never a better group of people to film than police. Let me just put on the record, that is my official position. There is never a group of people that is better to film than police. Because let me tell you about something. Cops lie on their police reports. Not most of them. Probably great, but there are cops that will lie on their police reports so they can fuck you up and then make a profit off of it. They absolutely do. And every time you meet a stranger, you should not assume that they have the best intentions. You should, of course, treat them politely. You should do everything by the book, but there's nothing wrong with a dash cam. Nothing wrong with a dash cam. And let me tell you something, dash cams are cheap. Most of you can afford a dash cam.
So this is going
It's
on.
always good to have it on the record. Don't be rude, but there's no, hey, if they've got a GoPro, why can't you?
Your YouTube channel, but I need to speak to you without this being on your YouTube channel.
Well, what about
please.
what? It's in a public space.
Listen, can I just have a conversation with you, please, without your friend video?
No, because the camera never lies.
Listen, I've got my camera on.
Okay,
and
so
we're
I've
just
got my
having a
camera. Let's have a conversation then.
This is going.
Like, I love it. Is the idea that she can film, but he can't. It's ridiculous. It's fine that she has a camera and she's in his face and she's sorry. Okay, so she's not being tremendously rude. I'm sure she just wants she doesn't want her conversation to be blasted to all these people. But she asked once, he said no. You can't make him.
Going on your YouTube channel, and I don't want it to go on your YouTube channel.
Well, don't talk to me then, Kerry.
Listen.
She's Kerry, we're in Britain.
Right.
We're in a public space. We've got a free country.
The first of the matter is that you're shouting communist comments at them.
No, I said you're waving a communist flag. That's what I said.
And the hands were meant to be going towards her. Were you trying to touch her in that
I was
regard?
not trying to touch it. That's why I have a camera.
Right, okay.
That's why I have a camera.
They've requested that the video where they've approached gets deleted and not used on your channel.
No, they don't
because
have
there's
that
money
right.
being made and they work for a company that their faces can't be shown on
Well, they
on
shouldn't be.
somebody's channel.
You're not their private security agent.
I'm not their private security agent.
And we're in a free country. We're in a free space. We're not causing trouble. The problem is not from us, Kerry. The problem is they are coming over, telling us what to do. I'm playing the piano. Now, fair is fair, but you are not their private security guards.
I never said I was, and I'm having a conversation with you.
And we're in a free space, in a free country. I'm not causing any trouble.
There's an allegation being made, and that's why I'm
What's the allegation? Now, you told me to stop filming, and now you say there's an allegation. The camera never lies.
The allegation.
That's why I filmed. You told me to turn off my camera, and now you're saying I've got an allegation. What's the allegation?
The reason why I'm asking you not to film it is because I know that you are putting this on your YouTube.
Doesn't matter where.
This is how the conversation go. Okay, we told them that this is a public space. You're allowed to film. You're allowed to play piano. They said that you tried to touch, or did you? No. Okay, then. We don't have any evidence otherwise. Return to playing piano. They were going our way. We were going ours. Have a nice day. That's all the conversation needs to be. That's all it needs to be. Don't know why we can't say that in front of a camera.
Where it goes, we're in a free country. Sorry, we're in a democracy. We're not in China. And that's not racist, that's the truth. That's what our forefathers fought for.
Exactly, but you can't say things like that either. You can't just say things
Say what?
like that.
That we're in a free country.
No, but we're not in China. We've got Chinese people exactly.
Well, they came. Listen, Kerry, if I was over in China and I started.
This has so much less to do with specifically them being Chinese and more have to do with them telling this guy to do when it's not their position. They don't have the authority, and then pretending the law was something it wasn't.
Laying the law down to Chinese people at the piano, telling them what they cannot do. Do you think that's appropriate? They came over here, the guy started shouting at me, and he said, you're not allowed to film, you're not allowed. And I said, sorry, we're in Britain, I'm allowed to play. And I said, you're waving a communist flag. And then he said, you're racist. So if I've done anything wrong, tell me.
Right, okay.
We're in a free. This is a free speech issue. I'm sorry. This is a free speech issue. I'm not causing any trouble. They are the ones making a fuss, and they shouldn't get the police as their private security. I think it's a disgrace.
Nobody said that, have they? Who said that?
And on top of that, Kerry, you told me to stop filming, and then you said there's an allegation. Now, if I did,
you said her name's Karen. I think her name's Carrie, not Karen. It would be very funny if her name was, but it isn't. I don't think.
Have my camera.
Is it actually Karen? I don't think it is.
$50.
Hey.
Dylan is a * redacted shill.
Hey man, hey, look, CIA handler, I appreciate the $50. You know, with their demonetization, I was thinking is, are my handlers gonna come through? Are they gonna help me get through this time of sorrow and struggle? And look at that, $50. I can buy 80% of a AAA game with that. Thank you very much.
Prove my innocence. You know what? I know they are causing the fuss. I am not causing the fuss. I'm just standing up for myself, right?
There's a fuss being caused and I've come up to deal with it.
Oh no, listen, Kerry. I'm causing the fuss. They're from China.
Listen, you can't say that.
What? They're from China. They're
Can't say they're from China, for fuck's sake.
By the way, can I just say, look, you can disagree with what he's saying, and I wouldn't phrase it the way he's saying it. I don't think it has, I think he's not focusing on the main thing here, but he can say that. Why can't he say that? Of course he can say that.
They
they've got a communist. Well, can I just say they're from China? Without the F. I'm sorry for the F word.
But you know
they've
exactly what you're
listen, they are waving a communist flag. And I said, you're waving a communist flag. Is that racist?
He's a little bit racist, Dylan. You know what? He might be, you know, I don't know if he's a little bit racist or not, but at least he's not annoying. And that's the worst thing a person can be.
Say they've got a communist flag.
No, but I don't know. I have no clue.
I've got nothing. Listen, I'm just playing at the piano. They stood by the piano. I was filming, and then they started laying down the law.
It's a bit racist, but not illegal. Ah, yes. Ah, yes. A bit racist, but not illegal. The best and the worst activities.
That's why the police get behaved, because it's not your job. You should listen. You should tell them.
I'm not telling them anything that you're telling me to tell them. Okay? Okay? Get on, play your piano. I'll have a discussion with them.
Tell them we're in a free country. There we go. We're in a free country. Is anyone watching this? Do you see? We've got the communists here telling me not to do. I'm just going to play some boogie woogie. Is Matty England there? Matty, we need you down at the station. Look at, show them the police over there. Look, come and film them before they can motivate the whole lot.
Really buggered up. They're saying, I've just been speaking to the tuner guy.
Dude, this is great. Every second of this is the most entertaining. This is great. I'm enjoying this segment a lot.
To repair it, right. And he said one of the problems is, you know, people like you bash it so hard.
I play very gentle. Listen.
Yeah, no, play. No, that's the stuff. Play like that. We got
that. Stay there, everyone. We'll see what happens. We'll probably have the flying squad here next.
Okay, that's enough of that. We got the general premise of everything that happens. He just keeps playing piano. Eventually, they retreat. Can we at least watch them run away? We got to watch them run away, right? We have to watch them run away. If we don't watch them run away, then we don't watch. Ah, here comes the here it comes. Here it comes. I think this is it. Nope, that's not it either. Almost there. And I just gotta watch that. I gotta watch the ending. I don't want to get copyright striked if he's playing something that is possibly strikeable. Man, are they still going? Oh, oh yeah, he interviews one of these kids and he tells them more about the situation. He tells them about their argument to the cops.
Fucking fabulous, man. We just got in trouble with the police. You tell them, man. They're trying to now tell you, apparently, what's going on? Hundreds of grand a month, yeah, they say. Who said I'm making...
Dude, this is great. This is unbelievably British. This is like so stereotypically British in my head. This is the equivalent of what this looks like in my head, because I'm watching everything through kind of like xenophobic Dylan goggles towards the British. This is what I see. I just saw basically the local chimney sweep just scuttle up to him and say, "Oh, piano player, musician, music man, give me a 5 pence and I'll tell you about those communists." That's what I just saw happen. Okay, he still has some, you know, some dust in his hair from sweeping out the chimneys. This is great. This is reconfirming all of my belief systems. It's fantastic.
What's going on? Hundreds of grand a month, yeah, they say. Who said I'm making hundreds? It doesn't matter. That's what I said. It's a free space. So they said you can't make money off this public space, yeah? They said, oh, you're not allowed to post it. I said, so what, sir? I said, if I come here every day and record him, I posted it, I could. They said, yeah. I said, well, how does that work then? If you can make it, and then they said, oh, but then if I started making money from it, well, you're not allowed to do anything. I think people just need to chill out a bit. All right, anyway, we're going to do one more thing. How many viewers? Well, we've got about 900.
Oh, wait, that argument makes no sense. Okay, they can't, like, what that contract probably states, maybe they misinterpreted it. The contract, and I used to have a contract similar to this with streaming. I don't anymore because, like, guidelines would change. We're given a lot more freedom now, inshallah. What it probably states is that they can't go on other news shows or other productions like that and make money doing that. Not that other people doing totally unrelated projects can't have you vaguely walking around in the background while in public. Like, he can make money off of this. You were in public. It's the public sphere. It has nothing to do with whether he profits on this or doesn't profit off of this. Also, I've been, he did upload a video saying that people have been trying to target this video to get it taken down. He doesn't know who, but the people have been.
Oh, yeah. What's your name anyway?
Jack Carrington.
Right, well, very pleased to meet you. Are you working down the...
Yeah, I'm working electrician. Alright. What's your...
I don't care what he says he's working for. I know what his real job is. He's a tapper. He runs in the morning, and every British morning before the rooster hits, he goes by tapping the windowsills to wake everyone up for a 5 pence. Always for a 5 pence. Every job he does is for a 5 pence.
Oh yeah, Dr. K, man. We're doing a live stream today. I'll give you my card, Dr. K Boogie. You can look me up on YouTube.
Yeah, wicked.
It's on YouTube. Check it out. It's on the live stream today, so just check out the live stream. Thanks, man. God bless. Now we've got security here as well. We've got security. Here we go. Okay.
Okay, can we? I just need to see them scuttle away. That's all I need. I just need to see them scuttle.
Speech prevail.
Oh, I think they just left. Okay, well, rip. We don't get to see it then. That was a strange interaction. He did end up going on some like talk shows to talk about this afterwards. Oh, he was on Piers Morgan. Oh, I gotta watch this now.
Back to Uncensored. Pianist Kavanagh, aka Dr. K, was entertaining crowds at St Pancras Station in London on the public piano there when he was approached by a group of flag-waving Chinese onlookers who demanded he stopped filming. In a shocking twist, the police then seemed to back the tourists. And today, the piano's been mysteriously cordoned off.
Oh my God! What? They did what? They cordoned off the piano? Oh my God! Really? What is this cowardice? Because they made a fuss over being filmed. This doesn't fix anybody being filmed in public. This just punishes the public.
All very mysterious. It was quite bizarre. Dr. K, you join me now. I watched the whole video to get a proper context for this. You're just minding your own business. Sure. You're playing beautiful piano as you do. You're a very talented guy.
Thank you, Piers.
People are enjoying it, and, and your shtick is they come over and interact with you, and it's great. Very harmless and fun. And this is you in action. I mean, fantastic. But then this group of Chinese people in the background with their flags come over and sort of believe they have the right to stop you filming and doing what you're doing. Absolutely. Let's have a listen to what happened.
Okay.
This is all right. We're protected.
We already watched this. I just want to see if we have any follow-up. I want to know updates.
And nothing you said was racist at all.
Well, I think she said her beef with me was that I said we're not in China now.
Yeah.
And she found that an extremely offensive phrase because she said that would hurt the feelings of the Chinese around the piano. And you can hear her whispering, "You can't say that." And I said, "What?" And she said, "You can't say we're not in China now." I said, "That's a factual statement." And I think when the police deal with these politically correct issues, they're all over the place because they think they're going to offend someone. And so she took it out on me. She thought she was, I suppose, virtue signaling.
Dude, okay, you had to talk to an annoying cop for 5 minutes, okay, and then she walked away. You were not okay. You're fine.
To her masters, and but she did.
The irony is they were filming themselves some kind of commercial.
Sure, and they were also filming me. It's been pointed out if you actually watch the video. There's a guy
Somebody
in a
brought up a good
gimbal
point in chat. Somebody brought up a good point. Lobo Magnum saying that Piers saying it's not racist makes it racist. So, well, there it is.
From the CCP group that was there, who was constantly filming me. One of the girls was filming me.
Hey, thank you for the $5 $5 book. I appreciate it. Thank you.
But they said I wasn't allowed to film them and that I needed to delete my footage because they had a disclaimer that no one was allowed to film them in the station.
Quite bizarre. It's really hit a nerve. Over 6 million people have now watched this online. You probably never had a reaction quite like this, have you?
Well, no. And also, I've got to tell you, just before I came in, Piers, I've just had a phone call. The video is on the verge of being taken down by YouTube because I've had a second strike against it. So someone does not want this video to be taken. Doesn't want this video to be there. It's about to be taken down. So if anyone's watching this, please download it. And if the video disappears, obviously pressure's been put on YouTube to
What does
get
it tell you
deleted.
about where we are with free speech in the world right
Well, this whole thing was a
Dog, what this is like I don't even understand, because from my perspective this was a victory. At the end of it he sounded very happy. He was like, hey, we won, right? But what do you mean, and what does it say about free speech? What it says about free speech is the cops left him alone after 5 minutes because they realized, like, well, they can't really do anything. My takeaway was victory. Victory screech. Woo! You know, that's what I was thinking. Man, is it just so impossible to have like a feel-good story? That's how they could have portrayed. I know that sounds weird, but I would have portrayed this as a feel-good story.
Parable about.
And then I just have him play piano for the second half of the segment. That's what I would do if I was Piers.
Up the value of free speech. It was a spontaneous live stream. We were attempted to be shut down, but in the end, free speech prevailed. And I think that's why it's got such a lot of traction around the world, because where do you see free speech prevailing in a little mini drama? And that's what happened. They walked away, free speech prevailed, but now they want to take the video down. The video is on the verge of being taken down. Please, if you're...
Wait, how do you know? Okay, shut up. That's not how YouTube works. It's on the verge of being taken down. YouTube's at the gates. Like, nah, come on. That's not how it happens. It happens spontaneously and much more frustratingly than it being an actual struggle. It's very sudden, as if somebody snatched you out of your bed in the middle of the night.
Watching this, download the video, and if the video gets taken down, let's kick up a stink.
How did the police end up with you over the whole thing?
They called there was about 5 of them, and one of the group went and got the police and said that we've got here a violent thug who is threatening us and is calling us communists.
I like his retelling of the events even better. He was the good guy, and it's very easy to portray him as a good guy, but he has to go he's going even harder, which just makes it comical.
And we feel threatened, and he also needs to delete his footage. And the police lady immediately took their side, and she gave me quite a hard time. She told me I couldn't say things. She said to stop filming.
No, I watched it. I couldn't understand what she was doing.
Well,
I knew what she was doing, but
I couldn't understand it either, Piers, you know.
Yeah. What reaction have you... I mean, have you been back since to play the piano?
No, my friend Terry, I've got...
Someone just said he's a boomer, got kicked out of his comfort zone. They tend to act like this. Once you portray it like that, this reaction is basically on point. Yeah.
Good friend, my friend Terry Miles, God bless him, he was there today. He's a fantastic YouTuber. He was there today, and there was even a protest today supporting the piano and me in St Pancras. Free the piano. Terry was there today.
Free the piano.
The piano's back, and I think the
when are you back there?
I don't know if I should say, Piers.
Yes, you should.
Do you think I should go back?
Absolutely.
Advise me. Give me your... Will you come with
back
me?
tomorrow morning.
You reckon?
Yes.
You reckon?
Of course, you'll be a superstar now.
You reckon?
You get bigger crowds than Elton John, who I think donated the piano, didn't he?
He did, and Elton's team has been contacted.
That's also another funny element of this. This piano was donated by Elton John. He was playing Elton John's piano, and they cordoned it off because these people just harassed this random piano player.
By the Daily Express to give a comment on the fact that the piano was shut off. But when they heard that, they actually released the piano, so it's back in use again.
So immediately when Elton John heard about it, he came down with his awesome just Elton John-ness and took down the barrier. So Elton John fixed the situation. I wish that's how we could deal with all situations. I wish Elton John could just arrive out of the sky and just fix all of the world's problems. Just floats down into Crimea, destroys the Kerch Bridge.
When are you going back? Come on, give me a scoop.
Piers. I don't know if I can.
It's free speech. Spit it out, man.
I might go on Friday.
Friday?
This Friday.
What kind of time if people are in town?
Piers.
I want to cause a commotion.
Piers, you're stirring this up, man. You're stirring this up.
If anyone from the Communist Party in China is watching this,
look,
I can't tell you when he's performing, but it's Friday.
Look, MI5 have told me to keep a low profile. No, I'm only joking. But look, I may be there on Friday, but you know, it's a sensitive situation. The police, British Transport Police, have freaked out. St Pancras have freaked out, but people have.
You know what? They should all just calm down and recognise we live. Last time I checked, in a free democratic country, and you are allowed to play the piano where you've played it many times. We've got to leave it there. Great to see you, Brendan. All the best.
Let's fight the piano jihad, boys. The piano jihad. Strange. What a strange story. What a bizarre story. Free the piano.